Hey everyone, Chebim here and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K19. Right, this one has been suggested by Zach Rushing. It's been a while since we had one of your matches out there, Zach, and it is Seth Rollins versus Bret the Hitman Hart. I've been asking for some weird and wonderful ones for quite some time now, and this is one that I'm looking forward to. Really spanning the genre, two of the prime wrestlers from their respective eras, so it'll be interesting to see which one of the two eras comes out on top. Very differing styles as well. Of course, Seth is much more high-flying and quite technical. Of course, Bret is fully technical, obviously trying to work his way towards that sharpshooter finish. So first of all, we have got Seth Rollins. And his opponent for the first time I think I've seen him on this game at all. It's Bret the Hitman Hart. So we go then, Seth Rollins versus Bret Hart. Like I said, two are the prime wrestlers from their respective eras. It's going to be really interesting to see which one of these two comes out on top. I think stat-wise, Bret is just marginally higher than Seth, but we know what this game's like. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, does it, stat-wise? So once again, thank you very much to Zach Rushing for this suggestion. Any other suggestions for random matches, please do drop them down in the comment section down below. And of course, like I said before, if yours gets pulled out and recorded, you will get a shout-out in the process. And I'm loving, we've had quite a few more weird and wonderful ones actually recently, which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll make any match you guys want to see, but say that the wheels are off. You can pick whatever you want. I'm happy to download any cores or whatever you want to see. If you want to see stuff from current day, if you want to see stuff from Attitude Era, from retro wrestling, if you want to see anything, I'm willing to do anything, honestly. So let me know what your suggestions are in the comment section down below. Right, a little bit of chain wrestling to start things off. Very cagey beginning. Both these guys understand how dangerous the other one is and do not want to get caught out. So it's a bit cagey to start things off, but I'm sure things will open up as time goes on. Seth just pushing Bret out of the way and a running knee strike. That could be the opening Seth needs, but no, Bret's back up on his feet. Clubbing blow to the back. Seth into the corner, ducks underneath. And that was a bit of a mess, wasn't it, really? Nice bit of work to get there, and then all of a sudden they just ran face to face into each other, which is a bit embarrassing. Sling blade though by Seth Rollins. Brings Bret back up to a seated base. Now a standing base. Hoist him. No. Look to try and hoist Bret up, but Bret reverses the suplex attempt into a suplex of his own. But Bret struggling to get back up to his feet. I think some of the early maneuvers by Seth have really caught Bret out, including that knee strike to the face. Again, another neck breaker by Seth. There's the pin. One. Only a one count. Seth with a snapmare on Bret, and Bret catches Seth in the face with the elbow. And a big clothesline as well. And here we go. As you can see, just sort of tying Seth up in bows. That's going to be the way forward, I think, in this one. There's much more of a technical aspect to this match, I think, from Bret. He's going to want to try and keep Seth grounded. He's going to want to try and work him over as much as he possibly can. Seth now arm drag, taking Bret down. And there's the DDT. Face first into the mat goes Bret Hart. Seth stamping on the gut of Bret. Nice jawbreaker by Bret on Seth. And into a nice crossbody as well. It's pretty back and forth at this point in time. Like I said, I think if Seth can keep... if Bret can keep Seth grounded, I think it won't be long before he can get this match over and done with. But if Seth can keep on his feet, I feel like he might be a very, very dangerous opponent for Bret. Bret just dropping his boot straight across the face of Seth into the pin. One. Only a one count still. Wow. Still a bit of damage needs doing. Seth with the right hand in the gut of Bret. All the way around into the DDT on Bret Hart. Bret slowly climbing back up to his feet on the outside. But Seth's allowing Bret a bit of time here, which might not be a wise idea, but then spears him off the apron. Bret Hart crashing to the outside of the mat. Back on his feet now, but it's dangerous, these two guys being outside. Damage can be done. Seth there taking Bret now, slides back into the ring. Is he looking for a count-out victory here, potentially? I think he'd be lucky. Referee's up to the 5 count. Bret is back up on his feet, and Seth has allowed him really to recuperate on the outside, and that's allowed Bret to get back in the ring and hit a German suplex on Seth Rollins. And Bret again just keeping Seth grounded. Wrenching back of that arm. There's the pin. 1. It's only a 1 count. I feel like if Bret's going to win this one, it is going to be by submission. Seth is incredibly resilient. It's going to be difficult to keep him down. Seth back in control of the match. They're bringing Bret back up to his feet. Couple of running forearms. Into a sling blade. Seth now bringing Bret back up to his feet. Rolls him through. There's the super kick to the kneeling opponent. One of Seth's signature maneuvers. There's the pin. 1, 2. It's only a 2. Seth now brings Bret back up to his feet. A boot in the gut. Seth springs off the ropes into a curb stomp. Taking Bret the Hitman Hart down for the 2. And no, Bret kicked out before the 3. Wow. There's me talking about Seth Rollins is... Seth Rollins is... That's difficult. Seth Rollins. Resilience earlier in the match, but Bret showing fantastic resilience to kick out of that super kick and the curb stomp as well. Bret brings Seth back up to his feet into the corner. Seth catches him with the elbow in the face, then into a DDT. Bret now sends Seth into the turnbuckle. Running Bulldog from the corner. Bret sends Seth straight into the corner once again. And another running Bulldog. Bret now brings Seth back up to his feet. And again, straight into the corner. They get a little bit repetitive here, Bret. Hey, Seth's going to figure out what you're doing sooner or later. There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Still more in Seth yet. But Bret is starting to turn the screw now. Bit of an Easter egg there, eh? Seth, though, sit out, scoop, slam, hook in the leg. Oh, Bret all of a sudden turning the match around again. Oh, it's getting close to a 3 now. Bret is struggling. I think he's struggling from that early. I think the knee in the face right early in the match is what sort of caught Bret out. And since then, he's not really been the same. He's struggled. And, of course, getting the super kick in the face and the curb stomp as well. I think he's going to be in a bit of danger here, Bret. Seth, though, catching Bret once again. Snap suplex. Seth now standing moonsault, taking Bret down once again. Bret's back up with a jawbreaker on Seth Rollins. And then a nice running crossbody. There's the pin. 1, 2. And only 1 count, actually. Surprised Bret as yet hasn't tried to go for the pile driver or a sharpshooter at all as of yet. You watch, I say that now, and there we go, straight away. As soon as I said it, Bret grabs a hold of the legs and turns Seth over. But Seth instantly able to break free. Seth has got Bret Hart fantastically scouted for this match. Seth now DDT, sending Bret face first into the mat. Seth heads up top. Go on then, mate, do something. Come on, mate, you got to do something. You can't just stand there. And well, that was a splash to the back for some reason. It's like he waited and waited and waited for him to roll over. God knows why. Either way, Seth super kick once again straight into the face of Bret the Hitman Hart. You know what? Seth has dominated this match for me. Again, commentator's curse. Bret turns it around straight away. Bret was busted open by that super kick as well. Seth reverse Rana. Wow. Seth, I've never seen anyone dominate Bret Hart like this. It's crazy. Seth, ripcord, knee strike. Bret drops to the mat like a sack of spuds. There's the pin. 1, 2, and a 3 count. Your winner of the match, Seth Rollins. Wow. I've never seen anyone manhandle Bret Hart like that. I mean, it was obvious from a little point into the match that Bret was just going to struggle here. Seth just seemed to be a little bit too much for him. And like I said, Seth is rated lower than Bret on this game. But Bret was obviously much more with it. Nope, Seth was much more with it, sorry. I'm getting my Bret's and Seth's mixed up now. Yeah, Seth was obviously in control. Like I said, I think that knee strike early on in the match really jarred Bret, and I think he struggled to get back in the match from that point onwards. And then, of course, we saw the super kick in the face twice while knelt down. We saw the curb stomp, finally the ripcord knee once again. Just more and more strikes to the face by Seth, and eventually it was enough to keep the Hitman down. Right, so thank you once again to Zach Rushing for this suggestion. Any other suggestions for random matches from anybody, please do drop it down in the comment section down below. And like I said, the weirder and the wonderful, the better. Why not? We've seen a lot of the main roster guys so far this year. Let's try some other people out. Let's see some different stuff. But again, anything you want to see, I'm happy to, as long as I can get the core, I'm happy to download the cores for you. At the moment, of course, I've got all the New Japan roster and NXT UK roster on here, so that's easier. But anything will do, honestly. I'm happy to do anything. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next WWE 2K19 random match. And, of course, don't forget to check out our second episode of NXT UK, which will be uploaded today as well. Cheerio, toodle pip, see you next time. Bye.